Hello, everybody, and good morning. Welcome back to a brand new episode of A New Place, Path of Exile. Today we're going to be working on Act 3 of the campaign, and, well, let's just get started. Act 3 is important in a couple ways. This is probably one of the most important places you're going to be in the game, other than your hideout. Um, what Act 3 gives us is the labyrinth up here. After you get all 6 lab trials, you open up the labyrinth. So that'll be very nice, and we're going to be able to access that at level 35. But let's get started. The other reason why Act 3 is important is the library. If your build is not good enough to do, or it does not have the skills it needs, or something along the lines, the library is going to help you out tremendously there. So let's just go ahead and get started here. The way that we can do this area really quickly is looking for the ruined buildings and then following those. Is how I've sort of done it. We found our ruined buildings, and now we're just going to kind of go along with them until we reach the crematorium. There's no reason to kind of make ourselves struggle too much when it's just assembled by the environments, and that's how I like to play a lot of these leagues. I like to use the actual skill I'm going to be leveling up with. The crematorium does have a lab trial, so make sure you hop in and do that real quick. It is a very simple one. There's flame on the ground. It hurts. Don't stand in the lava grates for too long. Hit the levers and go towards the end. You can just like flame dash over them. No.
Allow your wisdom
Number
to
4.
be tempered by the flames of the past.
There is 2 more lab trials here in Act 3, but this crematorium is still important. This is going to be our first encounter with Piety, the one that's been running away from us this entire time.
I need more mana.
Here we are. She's going to have a whole bunch of guards there. The way I like this is I like to grab this recipe, and then I like to walk back here, just so we don't pull everything at once and die. There we go. So now she's basically by herself, and we can kind of just fight her. Once she reaches half health, a little bit past half health, she goes ahead and runs away, which opens us up to Tolman. We grab the bracelet. We don't need anything else here, so we're just going to exit the character screen and log back in to end up back in town. You want to talk to Clarissa to grab the sewer keys. That's the word I'm looking for. And then we're going to talk to Marmoa, who's going to give us our first curse. And we're going to take flammability as our first curse.
General Gravicius.
Alright, we're just going to throw flammability in here. And then we're going to run all the way back out to the beginning again. Flammability is going to make things take more fire damage because they're going to have a reduced fire resistance. And it's going to give us a bigger chance to ignite. We should be a lot closer to 100% chance ignite at this point, so that'll be nice. The sewer is always usually close to the beginning, so we can kind of just run this way and find the sewer entrance. Alright, so let's get started with the sewer here. We're just going to be walking up here, and we only have a couple things we're looking for here, which is 3, what do you call them? 3 busts, I believe is what it is. One is right here, and they're always guarded by a blue pack of monsters. I'm gonna grab this, and we want these 3 guys in here. Then we're gonna go back down and continue running through this area. Oh, it doesn't look like it's down. I tricked myself. It is not. It's up here. Perfectly fine. I'm just gonna keep running. Don't worry about that blockade. We'll deal with that later. Get close to this to grab it, and immediately after this should be our next bust. This is important to tell us exactly where we need to go. As it is a closed off room, we're gonna go down, and we should find our final bust down here. Unless I'm remembering incorrectly, I believe if it's closed off, it's down. If it is an opened room up at the top there, you'll know it once you see it, whether it's closed or open. It'll be up. So, but because we had a closed room for the second bust, this third one is down. If my voice sounds a little weird this morning, I say this morning. It is morning time when I'm recording this. I've just woken up. So we're gonna try and get through this act real quick. I'm trying to build up a little surplus of videos to be uploading throughout the weeks. Ooh, he was dangerous. There we go. Anything good out of it? Nope. We're just gonna keep running through. We have nothing else to do in this area until we reach the end of this area. Alright. There is nothing important on this area. The only way that I like to handle this, I'm gonna do this again. I've been playing this game the whole way like this again. I apologize. Is we're gonna go up this way here, and we're just gonna follow this wall, left or right, depending on what it is. We don't need to pick up anything. We're just trying to get to the waypoint so that we can get our second lab in the second area, and then get to the battleground. Nothing else of importance, so we're just gonna speed through this. I'm gonna speed through this real quick, and we'll slow down once we get to the end point. Alright, that was fairly quick. We have reached our endpoint here. This is what we want. So as you can see, I just went all the way up to the wall. I went left to right, and I just followed it until I found this little zigzag pattern here. That meant that I can come up to this waypoint, and we're going into the catacombs. So, the catacombs is important because there's a trial of ascendancy here. That's all. There's nothing else that it's useful for. So just run in here, find the trial of ascendancy. You're only ever doing this on one league out of all of them, so level up our gems. I do not know the layout for the catacombs, so this might take a bit. If anybody has any suggestions or tips about the catacombs, leave them down in the comments below. Tell me how this works. Be very much appreciated. Alright, here it is. We're just gonna be flame dashing through. Do not forget the crafting recipe. You might not need it now, but maybe if you play a second character, it'll come in handy. Enter this area, grab your sentence of plaque and
must
leave.
bear two blades, hope in the left hand,
Now we can just
surety
exit
in
character
the
screen
right.
and come back, and we're back in town, and then we can TP back to where we were. So back to the marketplace. We're gonna kill this big guy real quick. Alright. So, the other thing I like to do now is I like to go up again, just the same way I did, and just follow the wall left to right until I find the battlefield. So we're gonna speed up once again until we reach that point. Alright, we have found it. Off to the battlefront here. There's an alteration back there. I'm gonna go ahead and pop back and grab that. Oh, that's an armor script, not an alteration. Still useful. It is still useful. Alright, you always head up in an up left direction here to get to the next waypoint and the next important thing. We're just gonna keep heading up and left. We find some stairs we can go down. We're just gonna cross over this area here, and then we're gonna head down. As you can see, we found our waypoint. Get close, grab it, and then grab our blackguard chest, which gives us our ribbon spool. Kill this essence moth here, because essences are always useful.
Too much clutter.
And we're gonna head towards the docks. If you're looking for an area to level up, maybe you're missing some XP, maybe you're behind the area level a little bit too much, the docks is a great place to do that. There's fairly high density and lots of mobs to kill in this area. A really good area to kind of catch up on your levels. We are looking for... Oh, yes. You'll see a familiar face here. Fairgraves is also here. We are looking for... I don't remember exactly what it is. It's a flame thing here. So hopefully we find that pretty quickly.
I need more mana.
Get ourselves some of these guys and keep going. Well, we found it. Excellent. This is what we're looking for. It's a black container. We're looking for the thaumatic sulfite. I'll have to see if I can find Fairgraves to kind of show you guys. There is a Fairgraves here somewhere. Ooh, a chrome. I'm glad I stopped to kill those guys. We'll just do a quick search, see if we can find Fairgraves here, and if I don't find him pretty quickly, then we'll just move on. It's really not important. You don't need him. He's just a waypoint that you can use. I believe he also, if at this point you don't have a good neck, good amulet, you can use him to get one. Here we are. So he has a quest for us. He wants the Decanter Spiritus and the Chitis Plum. But we don't have any of those. Oh, we're not gonna go back here. We gotta go back to town real quick so we can sell some stuff. Alright. We're gonna talk to
Greetings.
Hargan. Hargan's gonna give us a skill point, but we can't pick it up yet because our inventory is full. And we're gonna sell these items here. We're gonna look at this guy because we're a little bit further in, so we can always look for a little bit of a better chest piece than +4 energy shield and 10 cold res, which this is better. It's not the greatest, but it is better. We're gonna go ahead and sell everything else though, and remove this chest piece, throw this on, and put this on. Actually, we're gonna hit this guy. How much does this give? Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, there you go. 40 to 54. So we're gonna hit this guy with an essence, actually.
Good luck.
Not no more. Oh yeah, we need to scour it, and then we're gonna hit it with an essence. Not great, honestly. Not great. But it's more max life. So we're just gonna put it on because it's max life energy shield, and we don't really care about the armor.
Bring me back
So
some
that was a mistake, but we roll with it. We're good with it. Put everything in. We have a sapphire ring for some reason, so we're gonna go ahead and sell
How you
that.
doing?
We're gonna grab our skill point reward, use it, and we're gonna bring ourselves down towards destructive apparatus here. Make sure I go the correct way, following Travik's build guide as always, so we don't get that yet, and we're done. So we are going to speedrun towards the library first. That's the first place we're gonna go, just so we can unlock our skill points, just so we can unlock our gems, and we can start filling out what we actually want to do. Remember to pick up all the rares that you see, or at least most of them. Plan accordingly so that you aren't running across a lot of them. Flasks are always nice. It's always nice to pick up a flask. You can sell it for money, or just hold on to it. You never know when it's going to be useful. I will say though, normally, if you do not have a flask stash tab, it's not worth picking up all the flasks that you see. If you have a flask stash tab, there is no harm in picking up them all. So the right you saw just right there is one of the exact reasons people don't open strong boxes all the time. Is I got frozen. I got frozen, could not move. I wonder if there's more damage. 1262. 1287. It is. Alright. Well, that's nice. You love to see it. Alright. Get our waypoint, and we are going to continue. We're just kind of following this red carpet here until we reach the end.
I no longer need fear.
Alright.
Destiny
Speaking
sealed to that.
of reaching the end, are all of you ready for Path of Exile 2? Obviously, it's not the end of PoE 1, but it almost kind of feels like it in a way, even though they're still going to be supporting it. I'm very excited for PoE 2. It's been a long time coming. I've played every single league for many hours except for Sanctum, obviously. The whole reason of this series. Played every single league since Incursion League. I technically started in Bestiary League, watching Co Carnage play Path of Exile. Saw the game and went, I want to try that, and so I started it up, and immediately basically quit. But I knew I wanted to come back, and so I came back during Incursion League. I played Enki's Arc Witch. That was my very first build. That was the first build that kind of handheld me throughout everything and taught me like the campaign. So that was amazing. Enki made an amazing guide for brand new players, and I don't know if he's still making them. If he is, and he still makes them as in depth, he is the greatest campaign helper of all time. It was fantastic. Alright, we have made it to the waypoint here. And we just had to talk to Lady Diala.
You are not a cockroach. Strange. Inundated with cockroaches I am. Black ones, forelimbs, nasty, spiky things. Are you spiky? If so, my ribbons will pluck your spines. Malachi liked spines. Liked my spine. Pretty spine. Bejeweled and bountiful. Enough to make an empire weep. Do you weep, not a cockroach? I do. Tears are infinite. Why, on this very day I found a new reason to cry. What is that you have?
Alright. So, because we have already gotten everything for all of the quests and everything for this lady, we have our choice at a neck here. We can kind of just choose something that we want. This is the different rewards here. And lapis, a dex, or a strength amulet. We are going to go ahead and I'm going to look at what my skill gems are later. See if I have any important ones. It looks like strength is going to be the most important one, so we're going to go ahead and grab this amulet.
I like a dash.
And we're going to ID it. I missed. There we go. Strength, int, fire damage, lightning res. You know, that's better than 3.3 life per second. We are not done here. We can't just go straight back. We're going to need to head into the Eternal Laboratory here and grab the crafting recipe that's in here. So we got our crafting recipe. Now we're good to head back to town. We can just exit character or we can go back to the waypoint. I do not believe there's any quest to turn in at this point. I think it's going straight into the sewer again. Yeah, okay. Just going straight back into the sewer here. We're going to take our point here and we're going to grab mind throwing speed and go into the sewer again. This is where we're going to run straight to the laboratory as soon as we're out. So we're going to use it on this. Just going to burn this away. Grab our crafting recipe. And go into the Ebony Barracks. Straight from the Ebony Barracks, we're going to head up right. Just this way. Make sure you grab your waypoint. And we're going to go straight to the gardens. Alright. We're just going to run through this. We are looking for, we're just going to continue following the path. We're looking for a broken carriage here in the gardens. That is important for a couple reasons. Just keep following. Alright, we have reached our first little pass here. We're going to look for the broken carriage. Right here, the carriage. We want to go the opposite way. So we're going to continue on this path here. We have reached the library, but we're not going to head into it yet. We're going to head directly to the right of it. And we're going to follow this wall because we're looking for our skill point, or our laboratory. Sorry, not a skill point. Head to the left here. Grab our ascendancy. And that is our final one, just to show you. We can head out. There is a, I guess you could head to the left because there is a crafting recipe here. So just grab that real quick. If you are doing the quest for Fairgraves, you can grab the plum that is in the gardens as well at this time. And now we head into the library. Oh, I clicked this. This is the league mechanic for this area, for this zone or whatever. This little event. Not too important. We're not going to pay much attention to it. So Welcome to the library. If you do not have freeze immunity, this place is gonna suck. It always does every single league when I come into here. We are looking for a waypoint. So we're going to find this waypoint, and then I'm going to figure out exactly what I need from Sayosa, and then we'll be right back. For you guys, it'll be an instant. For me, it'll be a little bit. Alright, we have found our waypoint in Sayosa. We need to go find the golden pages, so we can't buy anything from him yet. But we'll be right back as I sort of gather everything I need, and then we'll go gather those pages. And welcome back. I know for all of you guys, that was kind of like the blink of an eye, but for me, that was about 30 minutes. Alright, we are going to be speeding through this area and getting there. I will have to leave in a little bit to go take care of my dogs real quick. So we're gonna go find the area, the underground library, the secret library, whatever it's called. I don't remember. I just know it's a candlestick that we gotta find. I did go ahead and open up my POB here to gather up all the points that I'm going to need for our next purchases here. We are gonna go straight into Hexblast mine. We're gonna go ahead and pick up an item that should help us out along the way, because we have enough chaos for it. So as soon as we grab Hexblast mine and get the setup all ready, we're just gonna go for it, and we're gonna see how it goes. I like leveling with the skill that we are supposed to actually finish the campaign with, and actually is our end game build, so that's what we're gonna go with. We're still looking for the candle. It should be somewhere around here. We're not. That's impressive. Alright, looks like we're lost. We're not lost, but we gotta go find the candle. Alright, we're gonna speed through this section here, and when we find the candle, we'll be back. We found it! There we go. Alright, that took a lot longer than I was expecting for it to actually take. Let's go ahead and put in our final point here, destructive apparatus, which is my duration and my throwing speed. And look at to where we need to go next on our tree. Which we're just gonna take this node right here, which is regen 2.5% life per second if we detonated a mine recently. So our whole purpose in this area is to find the golden pages for Sayosa. And they're scattered around this area. We're looking for them. There's a chrome on the ground in the form of a great sword, which is nice. And our next big thing we're looking for here, we're looking for a 3 blue link item. So we'll be going back and we'll be checking out the vendors and stuff real quick to see if we can find a 3 blue link item. We've probably already skipped a couple of them just because I don't have my loot filter completely going yet. Alright. Speaking of loot filters, do you guys use your own loot filter? Have you made your own loot filter before? And if so, what sounds? Do you like customize it fully with sounds? What did you guys do to your loot filters? What kind of stuff did you guys do? I have a friend who's really into VTubers and everything, and so I made a fully customized VTuber loot filter for him. It makes all sorts of noises. It has a whole bunch of people from HoloLive in it and all that, so some indie tubers as well. and he's really happy with it, which is awesome. Yeah, I made that one up for them because he was really wanting to have his own loot filter, so I put in the work to do that. Anything for a friend. Personally, for me, I really want to make a loot filter that sounds exactly like Diablo 2 sound bites. Although I'm pretty sure that's already been done. But it would be fun to make one. Alright, so we found our 4 golden pages. So we're just going to exit the character selection and go back and meet with Sayosa. A very important note before we go, we need to grab our currency out of our stash, transmutes, alts, chances, and alchemies. Grab your augments as well, just in case, because I don't remember what everything costs, and then head in. The reason is, unlike most vendors, Sayosa does not pull from your stash, so you have to have the currency on you in order to buy the gems. Alright, let us open this up. I had this whole thing ready to go. Let's see here. Here we are. This is what we're looking for. Blasphemy support. So we're going to go ahead and grab blasphemy support from them for that. Then we're going to look up Hexblast. And we're going to find Hexblast here. We're going to purchase that for 1 chance orb. We're going to look up Minefield support. Let's see here. Where is Minefield? Oh, was it not a support? Maybe it's an actual gem. Unless I don't have it. I thought it was a support. Mine. Oh, I don't have access to it. That's alright. Grab high impact mine. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna lower this gem here to kind of see where it's at. Okay, so this one's gonna come from end of Act 4. Is where that one's gonna come from, which is fine. Is there anything that we want in its place then? We have Hex Blast, we have Charged Mines, we have High Impact Mines. Let's just look up mine and see what we got here. Alright, we're gonna go with that. With some Swift Assembly support. Alright, the next things that we need to grab here. Let's see here. We're gonna be very simple. We're gonna go buy Frostbite, which is right here. We're gonna buy Zealotry. We're gonna grab Wither. Spell Totem support. We do not have access to multiple totems yet. I believe that's also something later on. I'll just do this real quick and double check. Yep, that is later on. Alright, that's fine. We're gonna grab Withering Step. And we already have Flame Dash. And we're gonna grab Faster Casting for Flame Dash. Alright, we have grabbed everything that we need. So, we're gonna go ahead and start socketing things into our gear here. We
Go
are gonna
with
need to go
care,
buy
friend.
the weapon in order to use the other one. Welcome to my hideout, by the way. This is the hideout I used. No, I did not make this. I found it online and I stole it, and then I kind of changed some things. So, we need to find a Dread Arc weapon. Hopefully there is one up cheap enough on the Necro Settlers League, and we're just going to purchase one. Any old one here, we're just gonna grab one, and hopefully these guys actually respond to the whispers. They have a very bad habit of not responding. It's just a thing in Path of Exile. People just don't answer their whispers. Any old Dread Arc is going to work. Oh, there he goes. Look at this man. We're partway into the league and he still answers his whispers. Good for him. So we're gonna go to his hideout real quick, and we are going to trade. Here's our Dread Arc that we want. His 3 Chaos. We've traded. Whisper him, say thank you. Thank you, and good luck. And we're gonna go ahead and head back to Sarn Encampment Town. And we're gonna sell some items so that we can just make some room. Don't sell the new weapon that we got, and we're gonna check for 3 or 4 blue. Or at least 3 blue and 1 green. 3 blue and a green. I don't see one. Though, I'm going to purchase this guy right here.
Bring me back something.
Because I want to see if I can just chance it. Nope. I don't even think that I can get 4 sockets anyways, but it was worth a shot. But we're going to be using a shield anyways, so we need to take these guys off. Throw one on the shield, throw on the Dread Arc. They're not colored properly, so hang on here. What do I need? I don't think I need anything in my weapon. My shield just needs a blue socket and something else if it can. Do I want to put... that should work. So what if we just do this into this, and then we can put Blasphemy support. Where is Frostbite support? Then we stick where is it? I'm losing my mind, guys. I'm losing my mind. Take out Flame Wall, take out Flammability, take out Herald of Ash. So all of these gems need to come out. Alright. Because all of these gems need to go in. So, first things first, Flame Dash. Where is Flame Dash? Here, it's gonna get connected with faster casting. That's done. Alright. Then we're gonna use Hexblast, High Impact, and Charged Mines for now. Swift Assembly can come later. We're gonna put Withering Step in, and then we're gonna go ahead and, because we already have a helm, I want to see if there's a helm on Hargan here.
Mate.
See if he has a good one for me to take. I mean, no. Not really. So we're gonna throw an essence at this guy real quick. I hate these guys. I really hope they change that. But we're gonna grab an essence, the only one we have here. which is gonna give us energy shields to the helm. It's really bad, but you know, it exists, so. And then that's my guild stash. We're going to link it, throw it back on, put on Wither, put on Spell Totem Support, and throw everything else back into our stash tab. It was nice using it. It was nice being there for it, but we do not need it anymore. We're just gonna use a dump tab. We're gonna use this one right here. 18, we're gonna rename it dump tab. Dump tab leveling. So as we're leveling and we just need to throw things in, we're just gonna throw things in there. We're gonna right click this in, and this is gonna go into my unique tab here. Our first unique. Yay. And then we're gonna throw this at Hargan.
Don't do anything I would.
Throw both of these in. We're gonna keep this in just in case we find something. And we should be ready to go. So let's set up our stuff. Hexblast needs to be on right click. This needs to be on W. Ooh, I forgot a very important thing I need to buy. Hang on. We need to go back to Syosa and we need to check to see what we need for it. Purchase. A transmute. And an alteration. So we need a transmutation orb and an alteration orb. Because detonating mines by yourself is for chumps. And we aren't doing that. We're not about that life, so we're not gonna be doing that. So we're gonna go ahead and buy automation support and detonate mines. Can you just do it all yourself? Yes. Like, it really doesn't matter. I just don't want to do it. So we're gonna color our Dreadarch here and use that as our setup here. Hopefully I just roll one blue socket. That's all I need. There we go. Yes, I was rolling for a blue socket on a strength weapon. Yes. Does it make sense? Nope. Alright, so we don't need this. So we have these two here. On Q, what do we have? We have Withering Step, Frostbite, Wither. We're going to throw down Wither here. Actually, I want Wither here. And we'll throw down Frostbite on this one. And then we're going to use Withering Step can go on R. I think that. Oh, sorry, my headset went out. My headset has an odd time doing that. It's weird. Zealotry's gonna go here and Automation's gonna go here. So, we should have everything set up, so we're gonna go back to Ebony Barracks and kind of just do a quick test. Move a little bit. Throw on both of these. We should be good. And now we can just go check here. Oh, there we go. Look at it. Oh, I needed to activate Frostbite too. I forgot Frostbite is a curse, an aura curse. And this is what we want here. Alright, and now we are leveling. We're cooking with gas now. We just need to make sure we slowly continue leveling up from this point on. Is it good damage? No. But it is our damage, so that's what's important. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna go look through the skill tree after this this axe. We will be struggling for a little bit here, but that's okay. We are now the correct support gem. And that is exciting. That is very exciting. So, we're gonna go here. I want to look at the skill tree because there is a Hexblast swap in the skill tree here, which means we need to get rid of some of our points. So, we're just gonna do a quick. We know we don't need these two here, and we know that we don't need these. And so we're gonna go over real quick, jump into the mine node here, and just start going straight down for increased mine damage. We'll sell off this point here, and that'll be it. Everything else we need currently, but we'll be good to go from there. Just to level everything up. Let me go check. I need to make sure that we can just level everything up as we want to. We can. Alright. So let us continue. The big thing that's going to be important is grabbing mana flasks. Mana flasks are going to be hugely important as we are leveling now. So we'll start looking out for those and grabbing them off the ground as we can. There's a 4-link blue. That's basically exactly what we want for next act. Awesome. So we're gonna hold on to that. Are we as strong as we were previously? I would say no. I don't think we're doing as much damage as we were previously. But does it feel better because we're actually using our actual skill? Yeah. Oh. I was like, who is this dork? Ooh, we got our first tattoo. Which one is this? Chance to avoid being poisoned. That's always nice. Alright, let's continue.
I need more mana.
Now, every level from this point on right now, the next, like, 6 levels, we are going to be getting exponentially stronger, which is awesome. Our next purchase is going to be a Dowagery's Tenor gloves. Those are very important. Those are very nice. But that'll be our next biggest kind of upgrade that we want to get. Whew, taking a drink of that coffee. And now we are in Lunara's Temple level 2. So let us continue through this area. I always like to kind of head to the extremes of every single area. I don't know how to get through this area quickly. I don't know if there's a way to get through this area quickly. I'm honestly always lost when I do this area. So. Alright, we killed him. Excellent. Oh, I mean, we're just gonna run. These guys are taking too long. Don't be scared to run if a set of enemies takes too long to kill. It's not worth sitting there for too long to try and kill a set of enemies. Like, I would say on average an enemy shouldn't take you longer than 10 seconds to kill. If you're really looking to kill them. Usually your builds should be strong enough to kill pretty much any blue pack that you come across. So that's always one that I highly recommend killing. Every time you come across a blue pack, just murder it. It's quick XP. They're not much harder than white mobs. another one I always recommend is these areas. So when you have a shrine there, it's always nice to go over there and murder the shrine mobs too. They give some pretty good XP. Alright, we're gonna grab our point here, which is mind damage penetrates elemental resistances. Which is very important because we do chaos damage. I believe. I don't actually, I assume it's chaos damage because it's purple. But I don't actually know. What does Hexblast do? It does chaos damage. All damage can ignite, freeze, and shock. Oh. Interesting. Alright, we are learning something new already. Never knew that Hexblast Mine did that. So that's awesome. Alright, time to continue on our way.
I need more mana.
Alright, once we hit like 38, our damage is just gonna skyrocket. It'll be awesome. Although I am wondering if I should have gone with Hexblast Mine instead. But, you know. We live and learn, right? Alright, it is just a lot of running from this point on until we reach the boss of this area. So we're gonna kind of speed through this slowly. I'm gonna speed up the footage here real quick until we get there. Alright, welcome back everybody. And for our final boss fight here, wow. For our first boss fight, we're fighting
Of all
Piety.
the worlds you could have conquered, you had to choose mine. Such power wasted on a feeble imagination. I'll mourn you. I'll mourn you.
Alright. That did not
Damn
go as
you!
bad as I thought it was going to. I thought that was going to go much worse. I stayed silent because I was ready to die at any moment.
It was you I
But
wasn't
yeah,
very
that went really well. So, that was awesome. Alright, let's do not forget to grab the crafting recipe while you're here, and then go ahead and TP back to town. Coming back to town, we're going to pick up several skill points and everything. We're going to talk to Maramoa, talk to Hargan. We're going to
That
go
would just
do a
make life
quest for
complicated.
Maramoa here in a second. Talk to Clarissa, and then talk to Garagor. Or Grigor. Grigor's the one that gives us our quest point. And it's going to go straight into here for mine detonation speed. Alright. So, we're going to head back to the Ebony Barracks here. We're going to go kill Gravicius real quick. And then continue on. I don't think he has any important skill point for me to grab. But we're going to kill him all the same. Ow.
I need more mana.
Trigger Einhard to come help us. Yeah, if we found a 3 blue, 1 green, we would have been really well off until we got our 3 blue, or our 4 blue. But once we hit 38 and we get our 4th item there, we'll be really good. Alright. Kill off General Gravicius here real quick. Our damage is actually really nice. So, I'm really happy with that. Sweet, alright. Now we're going to head towards the library again, but we're going to go down to this this waypoint here. Because it's much easier to start from this area and TP into the garden and then go to where we need to go. We are coming up on the finality? The final area of Act 3. So we're going to go ahead and beat this guy and then go directly into doing our Ascendancy lab to pick up our first Ascendancy. And that'll be our stuff. We're not going to do the full Ascendancy in this video. I'll make that its own video so you guys can kind of watch the lab trial. And that'll be a much shorter video, but still a video nonetheless. Alright, level 35. We are way over leveled for this area, which is great. Being a lower level isn't bad. It's just not good if you want to go fast. Go ahead and grab volatile mines. So, 30% increased mine duration, mine increased detonation speed, and can have the 3 remote mines placed at any time. Because we are Hexblast mine, so we can have more mines placed down before we need to explode them. Obviously that doesn't mean much now because we're automating the explosions. But it's still nice. Once we actually get to use minefield support, it'll be much more useful. I'm gonna take off Zealotry for now because I don't think I need it. And it's just nice to have more mana. Like, damage is nice from Zealotry, I'm sure. But I don't know if we need it. I think it's a small portion. Like, judging from this, we're at 212. We turn this on, we go up to 234. I don't think we need it. And the amount of damage we get from just actually having more mana in our mana pool is tremendous. Having mana is a huge quality of life. Just because you do have something's health in one hit does not mean it's better than something that does, like, you know, 40% of the health of something's health in one hit. But you have more mana so you can cast it 2 times instead of just once. Right? At the end of the day, you're doing more damage.
Too much clutter.
We gotta go back to town real quick. I forgot to sell. That's why you guys get to watch this. So let's go ahead and sell some of our items real quick. Oh, where am I going? Talk to Hargan. Don't sell that. Sell all of these items
Stay
here.
out of the shadows.
Talk to her, see what she gives. She gives Wraith Spectre, Crackling Lance. Ah, this is where we would have gotten Hexblast, so we would have had to buy it. Alright. All the pieces are coming together now. All the pieces are coming together now. That's fine. We'll just grab Hexblast because I think it's funnier. That's where I made the mistake. I just bought Hexblast instead of actually getting it as a skill reward point. We're going to go ahead and put this tattoo inside the tattoo tab. Let's see here. Does the Hargan's thing reset at all? Let's see. No, it did not. That's okay. Oh, right. That's okay. So, back to, where am I going? Back into here, so that we can continue leveling. We're just looking to go to the end boss here. What was it? Oh, that's what I'll see. That I forget things all the time. Gonna waste one. Because I meant to go check to see if there's any big mana flasks on these guys that I've just been running past. 350 mana. Go grab 2 of them.
Bye.
Are you selling a
Watch
tincture?
yourself.
You are. I didn't know
Be
you could
careful.
sell tinctures. We learn something new every day. Alright, moving on. Back here. Now we have bigger mana flasks, which means as we use our mana, we're not as scared now. Because our mana is actually going to refill faster. And so we just have to head up the stairs here. Yeah, I apologize for making this a longer video. Not my intention. Kind of is what it is at this point. Alright. Look at that. Our damage is actually fairly good right now. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Pleasantly surprised and happy. I just went to the same door. I am very good at this game, I promise. I'm not. That's what this series is about. I'm not good at this game. Alright. Up the stairs. See, this is a problem, is I find the skill, and I'm like, I actually really like this, and then I just don't stop using it, and I kill everything. If you were leveling, you would be finding the Scion here soon, if this was your first time leveling. The Scion is not unlocked instantly on the start of the game. You do have to unlock her by going through Act 3. Not every league. You just need to unlock her once, so just do play standard or something, or play the league, go through, unlock her, whatever you want to do, and then she'll be unlocked for every subsequent playthrough as a new character. You'll find her right here. You just have to let her out of the cage. Alright, on to the boss fight. Tower rooftop. Probably one of the more iconic voice lines in the game. I'll let you guys listen to this boss fight as we fight it. And I'll talk to you guys again once we're in the aqueducts.
You'd fight the master that called you here, witch?
Submit, heretic!
Have you ever seen the true face of God, Exile?
Shrink not from the touch of God! Shrink not from... Shrink not from...
This world is an illusion, Exile.
No one will cry for
Alright. That was a fun fight. I died there at the end, which is unfortunate. That's my bad. But that's how it goes. I tried to do some stuff that was kind of dumb, but we made it through. A little death here or there doesn't matter. But it's not like we're playing hardcore, so we're not punished too hard for it yet. So we're gonna make our way through the aqueducts, and that will be the end of the video. I was gonna say, if you guys liked everything, please go ahead, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, help out with the algorithm a little bit, get these videos shown off to a couple more people. And if you truly liked what you see and would like to see more, go ahead and toss a subscription my way. It doesn't cost you anything, and I would very much appreciate it. If you have any tips, tricks, suggestions, anything I could do better, even for the video making themselves, that I can possibly put into practice in the future, go ahead and let me know down below in the comments as well. The next episode is going to be on lab. We're going to do our first lab trial, and then the episode after that is going to be our Act 4. And we're going to be getting our minefield support, which will be awesome. At least I believe minefield support comes from Act 4. It should come from like the very end. But I'll check out and I'll get back to you guys on that. Oh. Alright, that hurt. That guy hurts. Alright, now we have to run all the way back through. Such is the life of PoE. Alright, now that we're back, we're just gonna run from this guy. He's scary. And we don't like fighting scary people. I wanted to kill that unique enemy, but I can't because there's another one of those guys there. Ooh, there's a Chaos Sword. Maybe we'll see if we can find a trade real quick before the video ends. We'll go check to see how much the Waitress tenor is. And if it's not too expensive, we'll go ahead and purchase one. Alright. Let's go look real quick. Go all the way back up. The Waitress tenor velvet gloves. How much are they? 5 chaos, 8 chaos. Alright, we cannot afford that yet. That is far beyond our price range currently of 1 measly chaos. Which is okay. Alright. As said, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Leave a comment down below for any tips, tricks, suggestions, anything you have for me. And I will see you guys in the next one.